Kahalayim La, Alhainao Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wa Malaki, Bahashim, Harawat, Bakakorash, Barakatham, the Water Bible, Ball, Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily. To the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine, I said, Shalom. Today we're going to get into a video whereas the comedian, I think his name Godfrey, he was showing a video of a Jake in the park playing his guitar. Then the Edomite just rose up on him and say, yo, you can't have an amp with that guitar out here. So the Jake asked him, what, you the police? He was like, no, the police told me this. You know, and the dude said, okay, well, let the police be the police. He said, if they want me to leave, they'll come up to me and ask me to leave, but you ain't the police. That's the main thing. And this is all a failed attempt for Esau. He's testing the water to see if he's still relevant, to see if he's still feared, which he's not. So that's the thing. The earth is under a new vibration right now, whereas Esau has went from being feared to being hated. Nobody wants them around because, hey, look what your elites are doing. Look at what the tiny tops are doing. All they bring is chaos, confusion, death, depression, oppression. Nobody wants them around. So let's go ahead and grab the video. Before I do, let's get this copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit education or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let's grab the video. And the name of this video is Black Man Can't Even Play His Guitar in Peace. Check this out.
On the next episode of Leave Black People Alone. Now, this brother is just playing guitar on a nice day. He's jamming, funking it up. It's not unusual to see musicians. They call it busking. Busking, a lot of times you got to like audition to be a street performer. But either way, it's always nice to see somebody jamming on a guitar, playing drums, playing a violin. I always love to see artists in the streets doing their thing, especially when they're good at it. And this dude is funking it up, tearing it up. He's obviously a great musician. And then this, of course, this white dude comes over and he goes, the cops, just want to let you know, the cops said it's illegal to use an amp.
The cop says that amp's not allowed legally.
And he goes, the cops said that? Really? Where the cops at? They're over there. Are they coming? He goes, no, but they told me.
The cops are down there. They're coming? What? They're coming? I didn't say that. I said I'm telling you that the cops told me it's illegal for you to have the amp inside the park. This is for me.
The fuck is wrong with you, man? On a nice day, it's a nice sunny day. You can't even be black on a nice sunny day and play music. Which this motherfucker probably has a whole collection of Jimi Hendrix. See, if Bob Dylan was sitting there, he'd be all right with it. You know, but a black dude just can't be in his own happiness, minding his business, playing music that black people invented, right? See, if it was a white dude playing guitar there or whatever, you'd be all right. But when the black people that actually invented the music that you enjoy are playing it, now it's a problem. There's black noise, you know there's black noise, right? There's white noise and there's black noise. And this brother's just minding his business, and then he tells his friend, who's a white dude, says, see, Jake, I can't lie, I told you.
Jake, I don't make this shit up. I swear to God, I don't make it up. I told you.
I told you. See, I guess he had been telling his friends, yo, they're always like harassing me, and his friends like, I don't think that's not true. Now he just witnessed this corny goofball, you know, no getting motherfucker just comes in. Yeah, you know, you're jamming pretty well, but you can't jam out of here because the cop, and he's lying. And you know what? And he goes, I don't want to get into no physical altercation.
I don't want any physical. I don't want to get into physical altercation.
He already brought in violence.
See, that's the thing right there. When he said he don't want to get into a physical altercation, that's Esau accusing Jake spiritually. That's him accusing him spiritually. Now, you went out of your way to come up to a man to tell him something that's probably a lie. Pretty good chance it's a lie. But you went out your way to tell this man something just to come back and say you don't want no physical altercation. If you scary like that, why did you even approach him in the first place? See, that's how they try to bait you into getting yourself into trouble. That's the devil. So that's why we tell y'all, when you see a Edomite trying to bait you into getting yourself into trouble, just walk away. Don't even engage them because you already see the play. You already see what they're trying to do. They're trying to bait you up to get yourself in trouble. Now, for this guy, he handled the situation very cool. I like the way he handled it. He just played it. He just played him like he wasn't shit. But you see how Edomites go out of their way to try to make Jake get themselves into trouble. So once again, stay away from them type of Edomites because they ain't nothing but deceivers, that's what the devil means, deceiver. Let's go.
This brother's just playing guitar. All of a sudden, he brought in violence. I don't want to get to no physical altercation. So all this racist shit that he decided on, why don't you go work on getting some or something? Why don't you?
That's not going to happen. Edomites don't like women. They like little boys. They like babies. They like animals. They like the anus. They don't like vagina. So that's not going to happen.
Work on a personality, you nerdy dork. Yeah, I like to curse a lot. You know me. We'll bleep it out. You know what I'm saying? Go somewhere. This brother's jamming his and he even said, the cops always, kick me out. Let a cop be a cop.
I know they always kick me out, son. If they kick me out, I'll go, boy. Are you a cop?
No.
Okay, let a cop be a cop. You're not a cop, right?
I love these auxiliary cop white folks that go, the police said, weaponizing the police because this man is in his own little happiness. We can't even.
No, actually, he lied on the police trying to gain power. And it failed. Goofy.
Be autonomously happy by ourselves outside playing some music. Listen, leave black people alone. You nerd.
Nobody else can hear me.
You was blocking the camera, though.
I'm gonna yell so you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Cop says that amps not allowed legally. I don't want to get no physical altercation. I'm not sorry for
Okay. The cop in
down there.
They're coming?
What?
They're coming?
I didn't say that. I said I'll tell you that the cops told me it's illegal for you to have the amps at the park.
Okay.
Just inform me.
I know they always kick me out, son. If they kick me out, I'll go, boy.
Okay. Just letting you know. I do not want a physical altercation.
Are you a cop?
No.
Okay, let a cop be a cop. You're not a cop, right?
Yeah, it's all good. I appreciate the effort.
Jake, I don't make this shit up. I swear to God, I don't make it up. I told you.
Wow. So I got a question for you, Edomites. Why do we live in your head so much? Rent-free, beachfront property, all utilities included. Why do we live in your minds? Why y'all always thinking about us, yet in the same breath, you tell us we ain't shit? What's wrong with y'all? Let's get some scripts, man, because these people, And it's all rooted in jealousy and envy. They think it's hate, but no, it's jealousy and envy. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. And they know this spiritually. They're just too proud to admit it. They want to be us. Can't be us. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power. The Lord Yahweh thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. But then you got Esau steady trying to push us back down to the bottom. That's where you belong, homie. Like I said, they test the water, see if they still relevant. Man, nobody gives a fuck about you, Edomites. You have proven your worth to be worthless in all situations. Look at the condition of this country. And for that matter, I'll say this as well. Any nation who has a problem struggling with telling the simple truth ain't got no business being in government, ain't got no business being in law, ain't got no business being in rulership. This one nation struggles with telling the truth. It struggles because they're so violent and emotional. They struggle with not trying to steal. They struggle with not trying to rape. They struggle not trying to murder. They have issues with the only nation on the planet. But yet they still think they're in a position of some type of some kind of moral high ground to tell anybody anything. You don't have the moral high ground here, Esau. You're in no position to tell nobody shit. If you're going to tell anybody something, go talk to your own people about how fucked up they are. Job chapter 30, verse 8. They were children of fools, your children of base men, they were violent in the earth. But you think you got a moral high ground to come and tell us something, the Lord's people. You can't tell us nothing, homie. Get this one. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35. We'll go down to verse 11. It's all rooted in jealousy and envy. Book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 11. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will even do in thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used against them. See? Let's read it again. I told you it was all because of jealousy and hatred. Verse 11, therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will even do in thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. Who's the them? The Israelites. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. Thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given to us to consume. See, they think they could just come and lie to us. They just pull laws out their ass. They freestyle lies all the time to try to get us to react or become under their power. So they feel like it's their right to just lie and make up laws just to get us to do shit they want us to do. See, I told you, any nation that struggles with lying ain't got no business in law enforcement or government. This nation, the nation of Edom, has a very big lying problem. And then you wonder why your country's so messed up. Because you don't punish your own. and you basically allow lies to fly frequently. So how you think this place gonna become anything good when you got people who struggles with lies and child rape and murder and theft? Yeah, they're given to us to consume. Verse 13. Thus with your mouth you have boasted against me, I have and have multiplied your words against me, I have heard them. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it. And they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. So you need to go talk to your own people, because y'all the ones in trouble. But see, every time Esau come around, he try to make you feel like you in trouble or you doing something wrong. Did we not just see that? Yeah, this man just, he minding his business for one. Ain't bothering nobody. He's a threat to no one. Out of the blue, you get a jealous-hearted Edomite coming up lying about the law because he wants to feel like he has control over Jake. And that's the sentiment in the earth right now. Esau, he can feel in his spirit he's losing, what's the word? He's losing power. He's losing influence, I would say. Which he never had it, because we are the salt of the earth. We have always, and still is, influencing the other nations. We have the power of influence. That's why Judah is the head tribe. That's not by coincidence. It's not by coincidence the whole earth follows us. We're the salt of the earth. You don't see nobody trying to imitate them tiny tops over there. Let's get this one. Hold up, y'all. What is it? And he always try to come up to you in that fake, I don't mean no harm, but okay, then get the fuck out of here. That ain't the scripture I was looking for. Let's get these. Here we go. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64. We start at verse, well, hold on. Let's go back to Psalm 64. I want to take it from the top though. Verse 1, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrections of the workers of iniquity, who whip their tongue like a sword, to bend their bows, to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. See, they try to disguise their words just because you got a non-aggressive tone, but you still shooting arrows. Just because they ain't aggressive with it, That's Esau's way, though. He go crouching, go humble himself, yet beware of him. Mm-hmm. So just because he's coming to you in a calm manner doesn't mean that he's not up to deception. Let's start back at verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they might shoot at the perfect in secret. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of them, of every one of them, and the heart is deep. They come with that subtlety, you know. I don't want any trouble. Then get the fuck out of here. Who told you to come over here? I can't remember where that scripture's at. Let's get this one. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I got this is the Psalms chapter 62. And we can start at verse 3. How long will ye imagine? Psalm chapter 62, verse 3. How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain, all of you, as a bowing wall, ye shall be, as a tottering fence. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but curse inwardly. Salah. Yeah. Cast him down from his excellency. Esau gets so jealous, and what I would say he'd get pissed off at black joy. I ain't no such thing. Yeah, he gets pissed off seeing a black man happy, so-called. What's wrong with you people? You people, I guess misery loves company. I don't know. Why? Because me personally, if I see another nationality of people having a good time, why would I be upset about that? But see, Esau, he makes it his point to get pissed off at black joy. It's an idiot. You can't control everything on this planet, fool. See if I can get this one. This man want to control when you smile. That's not practical. I still can't find it. We'll get a couple more and close. Let's see. Go here. I don't want to make it long, but I just wanted to hit the points. Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. So who are you trying to come up to try to cast this man down from his excellency? A jealous ass, hating ass Edomite. And they feel it. They know the Lord hates them. We can close with this one. This is the book of Amos, chapter 9. And the name of this section is the restoration of Israel. In that day will I rise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all of the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel. That means he's going to let us out of captivity. And they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and drink wine thereof, and they shall make gardens and eat the fruit of them. And I will plant them in their land, and they shall be no more pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord thy power. See, and I've been seeing a string of videos of Edomites. They pissed off because they can't piss us off no more. Children. Immature, emotional ass children. Because they can't get us to react no more. Now they pissed off. See, all that is, once again, like in the beginning of this video, that was a failed attempt to see if you're still relevant. Nobody cares. So-called black people have spiritually checked out of America because we have figured out a long time ago that you Edomites are incapable of doing the right thing, first of all. Second of all, you have no intention of doing the right thing. So why would we waste our energy, our time, our effort, even acknowledging you people? This your kingdom. You benefit from it. You fight for it. If you can, I don't think you can do that because Edomites, especially those tiny tops, they are useless people. The only thing they know how to do is be parasites. They cannot do anything on their own. A lot of Edomites here are the same way. So how are you superior when you struggle with lying? When you struggle with raping your own child? You struggle with theft. You struggle with murder. But you superior. You so superior, you can't even stop your kingdom from being destroyed by one of your own. So like I said, if you want to go talk to some people, because you can't tell us shit about this place, you go talk to your own people and let them know how fucked up they are. Call halayim la lahayinaw Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, wa malaki by Hashem Harawat Kakurash Barakatham, the water Baba Bawa Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.